Right now at noon, a Tennessee university is under investigation for discrimination. Hear from a Knoxville rabbi about how these problems came to light.
And we got beautiful sunshine in the forecast for us today, along with warm temperatures set to last all this week. I'll break everything down, your full forecast coming up.
Plus, a Knoxville veteran is being awarded the highest military award for valor. We will tell you the story of Roddy Edmonds and the dozens of lives he saved to now award him the Medal of Honor.
News is sponsored by Quality Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
Hello everyone, happy Monday. Thank you so much for watching 10 News at Noon. I'm Katie Inman alongside meteorologist Julia Quady. And Julia, I was just telling you, I said driving to work this morning, it just made me so happy to see the sunshine and for it not to be so bitterly cold.
Yes, honestly, I feel like we paid our dues a minute ago with those couple winter weather events that we had here in the area with those bitterly cold temperatures thereafter. Now we can enjoy this kind of brief stint of spring that we have forecast-wise, with our temperatures are well above average this afternoon, and again, like I mentioned a moment ago, will stay that way all throughout this week. Right now, taking a look at our view from our downtown cam over downtown Knoxville. Gorgeous cloudless skies in place, ample sunshine in place as well. Temperatures right now sitting into those mid-50s. We're all kind of going to be in that same range across East Tennessee, either low to mid-50s right now, with the promise of temperatures that will increase even further, eventually topping out into those lower 60s. So again, for this time of year, average high temperatures are in the low 50s. So we're already going to be around 10 degrees above that for us this afternoon, but this is just going to be the beginning of the climb of our temperatures that will eventually reach the upper 60s for our afternoon high temperatures tomorrow and for our Wednesday, and then we're talking lower 70s into your Thursday and Friday. So that's going to be around 20 degrees above average ahead for us later on in the week, but we're also tracking some rain chances coming back in the forecast. All the details on that coming up. Katie?
All right, Julia, thanks. Breaking news this afternoon, one person is dead after a camper caught fire in La Follette early this morning. Crews in Campbell County say the camper on South Highway 25 near Lick Creek was engulfed in flames when they got there. That's when they found a victim inside the camper. The cause of the fire has yet to be determined, but the Campbell County Sheriff's Department and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation are investigating what caused it. We're working to get you more details on that fire, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more. A multi-state manhunt is over this afternoon, and a suspect is in custody in connection to the death of an unborn child. Investigators say Taylor DeHart was wanted in Bell County, Kentucky for intentionally causing a baby's death. They say he repeatedly abused a pregnant woman, which led to blunt force trauma to her stomach. A search for DeHart involving the U.S. Marshal Service and several agencies across Tennessee and Kentucky led to his arrest a few days ago. DeHart is now behind bars in Claiborne County, facing a first-degree fetal homicide charge. He is also waiting to be handed over to Kentucky authorities. Two people were arrested in Bell County, Kentucky for cashing a stolen check. Authorities say former EMT worker Emily Rain Long stole a check worth more than $1,000. Then Caleb Day cashed the check at a gas station in Harlan County. The Bell County Sheriff's Department says both Long and Day are in the Harlan County Detention Center facing multiple charges. A 9-year-old boy is dead after falling from an overlook near Cookeville. Police say it happened Thursday afternoon at B Rock Overlook in Monterey, Tennessee. Police got an emergency call saying a child fell off the edge of the rock. First responders made it down the rock to the boy, but they couldn't save him. Authorities have not released the child's name. The entrance to the overlook is still closed to visitors while this investigation continues. We have an update this afternoon about a deadly assault case from last fall. Randall Vaught has been indicted for the murder of Brian Overby. Back in September, Overby was seriously injured during an assault near a Taco Bell on North Broadway. He later died from those injuries. After a months-long investigation, Knoxville police say officers arrested Vaught over the weekend. The 63-year-old is now facing charges, including felony murder. A Knoxville burger joint closed its doors, posting a notice on the property saying it was seized by the state. The paperwork cites unpaid taxes as the reason for that restaurant closure. The owners are awaiting trial after being charged with stealing at least $250,000 from a management group. Investigators say it happened when Paul and Ashley Moody were in charge of the Marble City Market Food Hall. Both of those owners are set for trial here in Knox County in late April. Smash City Knoxville first opened at the food hall before moving to a different location in the Old City back in 2023. We have an update this afternoon. An insurance company will not end its contract with East Tennessee Children's Hospital. Hospital leaders say Cigna reversed their decision to terminate the agreement that would have gone into effect on March 1st. The hospital sent letters to families in January warning them, but now the agreement remains in effect without any disruptions to that coverage. Lincoln Memorial University is under investigation for discrimination. Officials with the Department of Justice say the investigation is specifically looking into the College of Osteopathic Medicine. The DOJ is trying to determine whether leaders at the college are intentionally preventing Jewish students from completing exams during the spring semester. There are at least 2 Orthodox Jewish students in the college's doctoral program. A Knoxville rabbi says the students attended classes and exams without any problems in the fall, and they were able to get religious exemptions as needed then. But this semester, that all changed. 10 News obtained 2 copies of the doctoral student handbook, one from fall semester and the other from the current spring semester. The difference is a line saying religious holidays and holy days do not qualify for an excused absence for examinations. The rabbi says he talked to school leaders about why those days are so important in his religion.
The dean that I spoke to is like, so how are they going to be doctors? And I was like, there are thousands Jewish Orthodox doctors throughout the U.S., Israel, and probably in many other countries. They seem to be doing it just fine. When it's a life and death situation, the Torah says that life comes first.
While the DOJ investigation is focusing on Jewish students, it is important to note the line in the student handbook does not specify one religion. In a statement, LMU leaders said the university firmly upholds the protections established by Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, saying in part, we take seriously our responsibility to ensure equal access and non-discrimination in our educational settings. We'll bring you updates on this investigation as we learn more. Skyland Ranch Amusement Park is partially back open this afternoon after a large fire destroyed a store and cafe last week. All of the animals and workers at the park were safe after that Friday morning fire, but the 2 buildings used for food storage, retail, and entertainment were a total loss. On Saturday, park leaders posted on social media saying the Wild Stallion Mountain Coaster and Safari Hayride were open. The owners are just glad the outcome wasn't worse.
But they are things, and things just don't matter. Staff's okay, our animals are okay, and we're going to be fine.
Right now, there's no word on what started that fire, but crews are investigating. Let's take a break from those headlines and get another check of our forecast with our meteorologist, Julia Quady. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Katie. And actually a gorgeous Monday for us here across East Tennessee. A big difference from how we ended our weekend yesterday with those widespread showers. Really a gloomy day that was in place. Now we got ample sunshine and mild temperatures returning back to the forecast. And those mild temperatures are going to stick around through the midweek, still reaching a well above average, those upper 60s to even lower 70s. But we are going to see us start a little bit of a unsettled weather pattern that's going to begin to push its way into the region as we head into your Wednesday. More showers will be expected. That will ramp up even as we head towards this weekend with more soggy weather in place with our next cold front that's going to pass on through. But even with that cold front's passage, temperatures are still going to be at or near average. So looking ahead here over the next 7 days, again, increasing temperatures daily, at least during our work week, topping out into those lower 70s ahead for our Thursday and Friday, and then cooling down heading towards the weekend with the arrival of that cold front that's going to give us, again, more widespread showers anticipated for your weekend. I'll break down more details for you coming up, my full forecast. Katie?
All right, Julia, thank you. New today, a man from Knoxville will be awarded the most prestigious military honor. Master Sergeant Roddy Edmonds will be awarded the Medal of Honor. The World War II and Korea War veteran died in 1985, so this is a posthumous tribute to his courage. The Medal of Honor is the military's highest award for valor. At 25 years old, the South Knoxville native stood up to his captors in a German prisoner of war camp, saving the lives of dozens of fellow soldiers. Here's what happened. German guards ordered Roddy Edmonds to separate Jewish soldiers from a group of more than 1,200 Americans in that prisoner of war camp. Doing so would likely send those soldiers to their death. Roddy Edmonds refused a couple of times, including when a German guard held a gun to the head of the American. Roddy Edmonds ordered all of the Americans to fall out together. Witnesses recall the devoted Christian from East Tennessee saying, "We are all Jews here." The German officer backed down, and the defiance of Roddy Edmonds in that moment likely saved the lives of 200 Jewish American soldiers. His son learned the news of the honor from a recent call with the president. He will accept the Medal of Honor on behalf of his father in a ceremony at the White House.
Has it sunk in yet?
Not really. My prayer is that it will never sink in. That we will always be awed, not only by the citizen soldiers who serve us quietly in the shadows and protect us, but be awed by those few who step up and step out and go beyond the call of duty just because it's the right thing to do.
This is a reminder of just how rare it is to receive the military's highest award for valor. More than 41 million troops have served. Only about 3,500 have received the Medal of Honor. That's less than 1/100th of 1%. There are 61 living recipients right now. And here's a snapshot of the life of the newest recipient. Note there on the timeline, this East Tennessee boy went to his grave with this story in 1985. You then see in the timeline, after his service in World War II, he went on to serve in the war in Korea and never told a single soul about this story. It wasn't until his granddaughter started a book report and his son started asking questions about the military service of his father that this story eventually came to light. This took decades to come together, but the news came fast. The phone call from President Trump to Chris Edmonds lasted about 2.5 minutes. The ceremony is set to take place in a couple of weeks at the White House. Well, the Volunteer State is getting a new state park. Coming up, plans for turning farmland into the 70th state park in Tennessee and the controversies that are coming along with it. And a new airline is coming to Knoxville next month. Hear the latest on how you can get a direct flight to Austin, Dallas, and more after the break. Then new tonight on 10 News at 5, from food trucks to storefronts, more small businesses are closing their doors. Tonight at 5, what's driving the trend and why owners say it's getting harder to stay open.
Hey there, good afternoon and welcome back. Taking a look outside our downtown cam over downtown Knoxville. Nothing but clear blue skies and lots of sunshine in store for us across the area right now. And temperatures also going to be pretty agreeable at this hour as well. We'll get into those in just a few more moments. Right now, going to take a bit of a boring view here of satellite radar. Of course, it's going to be no action happening behind me because we're not even having any cloud cover in our skies right now. So again, that's what's providing, of course, all that sunshine that we have in place because of the lack of cloud cover. Temperatures hanging out into those low to mid 50s across the majority of our neighborhoods, maybe over closer towards Lindor City. Starting to see your temperatures warm up a bit into those upper 50s at 57 degrees. We're all going to see more of that sunshine over the course of the afternoon with our temperatures again warming up into those lower 60s. So we're talking about a return to those above average temperatures for us this afternoon, all thanks to this flow of warm air coming in from the deep south, from portions of South Texas over towards Louisiana, giving us this flow of warm air across the southeast, and that's going to maintain those warmer temperatures for us all throughout the week. In fact, increasing as we head towards your Thursday and Friday, with temperatures reaching into the lower 70s. So a bit of a cool down ahead for this weekend. That's going to be tied towards a cold front that's going to come on through, kind of extending our rain chances that are already going to begin as early as our Wednesday from a bit of a disturbance that's going to come on through during the midweeks with some light shower action that's going to carry on over into your Thursday, a little bit into your Friday as well. But again, primarily it's going to be that cold front that's going to bring a return of more shower activity that's going to be beneficial because we are still, of course, dealing with drought-like conditions here in East Tennessee. So we're going to be thankful for this rain and for these warmer temperatures sticking around for the next 7 days. Katie?
All right, Julia, thanks. Downtown Clinton businesses are getting their sidewalks back after months without them. Construction on the downtown area started nearly a year ago, and it's finally coming to an end. Business owners say they are grateful to customers who continued shopping at their stores throughout this construction.
It's really awesome that people are continuing to support us and shop small and local. It really matters. It keeps the community unique, and I think that's really important that people remember that.
Leaders with historic downtown Clinton say they are hopeful sidewalks will be completely done by Friday. They say after that they can start working on planting trees and flowers to bring the street back to life. Tennessee is getting a new state park. Number 70 is opening in North Hamilton County. This comes after local officials called off a controversial land swap. The park carries a price tag of more than $45 million, funded in the state budget by Governor Bill Lee. 1,300 acres of McDonald Farm, along with 800 county-owned acres, will be brought to the state. Plans to transform the farm into a park have been in the works for some time, according to officials. 3 things for you to know today. Today is President's Day, and several places are closed because of it. Federal government offices are shut down, and most state and local offices are also closed. There will be no regular mail delivery, and the stock market isn't trading today. Most banks are closed or operating on limited hours. Most schools are also out today, but UPS and FedEx will have normal operations. And throughout this week, Second Harvest is hosting food pantries for its Pack the Bag campaign. Today, they're going to be in Blount County, tomorrow, Fentress County. On Wednesday, the organization will set up here in Knox County. On Thursday, Morgan County, and finally on Friday, they will be in Loudoun. All of those mobile pantries are starting at 10 in the morning. You can find more information on each location right now on Second Harvest's website. And you can also donate to their Pack the Bag campaign to support their Food for Kids program right now. Lastly, flying soon through Knoxville, Southwest Airlines is adding some new direct flights out of Knoxville this year. Southwest will start flying to and from McGee-Tyson next month. There will be an Austin to Knoxville connection starting in October, connecting the 2 UTs. The airline is also introducing twice daily flights between Knoxville and Nashville, as well as daily round-trip flights to Baltimore, Dallas, and Orlando. And hey, since we're already thinking about the skies, let's look to the skies with another check of our forecast with our meteorologist,
You're
Julia
just full of puns, and I love
know. I'm just on one today, I guess. I don't know. But beautiful skies for flying or just staying on the ground and taking a walk today, Julia.
Absolutely. And I think I'm going to be one of those people. I might have to go out on another run today. Honestly, this weather is just too perfect not to take advantage of. Right now, taking a look at our Parkway cam over in Sevierville, we can see that this view was not in place this morning. We were dealing with lots of cloud cover, lots of thick and dense fog in place. And now in the afternoon, conditions have improved. We got blue skies, lots of sunshine for all of us across East Tennessee to enjoy. Temperatures are going to continue to increase right now, sitting into those mid to upper 50s, going to travel a little bit further into those low 60s for our afternoon highs today. This is all thanks to a ridge that's set up across portions of South Texas and heading towards Louisiana as well. Just that flow of warm air coming in from the Gulf is just pushing its way to us here in East Tennessee, and that's what providing these warm temperatures that will stick around all this week. And in fact, we're going to start to see a bit of a steady climb beginning tomorrow, and for your Wednesday, with temperatures will then reach into those upper 60s. Then we're talking about the lower 70s for our Thursday and Friday. So again, these temperatures are already well above average, maybe nearing 20 degrees above average as we head towards the latter days of this work week. And then, as you can see, temperatures will start to fall a little bit ahead for us this weekend. That's going to be tied towards a cold front that's going to prolong our rain chances that will begin as early as our Wednesday. Taking a look at your futurecast, we'll start to see a little bit of development of the cloud cover rebuilding tomorrow into your Wednesday, and then some light shower activity built with a little bit of instability, causing some maybe periods of some heavy rainfall possible over the course of your Thursday and your Friday. But again, it's going to be that cold front coming ahead for us this weekend that's going to prolong those rain chances looking ahead into your Saturday and a little bit into your Sunday as well. So even with this cold front's passage, I know we associate that, of course, with colder air arriving into the region. We're still not going to see our temperatures really fall even below average, still stay around that range as we head towards the weekend. But Katie, I don't know about you, I'm just looking forward to Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, me too. Julia, thank you. With just a few months until Vols football kicks off, fans are asking who is the next QB. One former players hope to have a say in. Coming up, hear the latest in the Joey Aguilar case. And the Vols stepped up to the plate this weekend. Coming up, get a recap of this weekend's ball games. And as we head to break, we want to give you a special look. Some students from Farragut News Network at Farragut Intermediate School are visiting us in the studio today, waving us as we go on to break. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be right back. With less than 7 months until the first kickoff, one big question for Vols football remains unanswered. Who's going to fill the QB position? Last season's QB, Joey Aguilar, is hoping to have a say in that decision. Last year, Aguilar filed a lawsuit against the NCAA in the hopes of another year of eligibility. Earlier this month, a judge granted him a temporary restraining order against the NCAA, which gave him 15 days to practice with his team. After hearing 2 hours of argument on Friday, Knox County Chancellor Chris Haggerty says he expects to issue an opinion very soon. Right now, the NCAA has a rule saying time played at a junior college counts as part of the player's overall college career. The former Vols quarterback is arguing that rule is anti-competition. He played 2 seasons at a junior college in California, which under NCAA rules counts towards his total eligibility time. NCAA leaders say all members of the Athletic Association agreed to the JUCO rule, JUCO standing for junior college. They say Aguilar has no data to back up his claim.
We're talking about the NCAA in this case. You're talking about college football. They're the only game in town. They have a complete and absolute monopoly.
When markets are changing, like the NIL market is, so does the legal analysis. Judges must know their limitations as economists and to measure small deviations in complex business arrangements is not an antitrust function. It's not the point. You don't make small changes to complex business entities. You don't know the outcomes of them.
Aguilar's attorney Cam Norris argues leaving his future in limbo could cost him millions in compensation, including name, image, and likeness deals. Baseball season has started and the Vols stepped up to the plate for opening weekend. The team clinched a 3-game series sweep against Nichols, and they outscored their competitors 27-3. The Tennessee Vols are playing their next game this Tuesday afternoon against UNC Asheville at home. The softball team also came home with wins this weekend. The Lady Vols beat Florida State 9-1 on Sunday, giving up just 1 run. The team has 10 straight wins so far, leaving them undefeated at this point this season. Their next game is set for this Friday evening in Birmingham. But it wasn't all good news on Rocky Top this weekend. The Lady Vols basketball team fell just short against Texas, 65-63. It was a tight game with both teams tied at half, but the Vols' momentum shifted, costing them the game. Head coach Kim Caldwell said now is the time to regroup, figure out what the team needs to fix, and put the work in ahead of their next game.
Yeah, we need to be mad. We need to be mad about it. We don't need to be sad. We don't need to be pouting. We don't need to listen to anything other than, hey, we're mad. This is what we need to fix. We need to take our anger out in our next game. I think Ole Miss lost today too, so it's a quick turn. I mean, it's a really tough situation to have this game right now. But that's what this league is about. It's what we're trying to build toughness right now. So we got to go play it and hopefully bounce back on the road.
The team is going up against Ole Miss tomorrow night. The notorious Barkley Marathons, it's done. Did anyone finish this year? Well, we are going to tell you coming up at 12:30. Plus, it is the season of love. One East Tennessee couple tells us their love story and how it literally brought more light to their lives.